One of the most beautiful places in the world right now is completely on fire, and it feels like something oddly suspicious is going on.
In my hand here, I got an EMF detector and an iPhone 16s, and what you're gonna watch is gonna shock you.
Elon Musk's AI chatbot Grok is being widely misused on X to digitally undress real women without their consent.
They said the U.S. military, when they invaded Venezuela, they had some shit that they ain't never seen before, they ain't never built before, ain't never heard of before. They labeled it as unknown technology.
Let's freaking go, y'all. Welcome back to Unreal Reality, guys. Today, we'll be reacting to creepy and mysterious videos I regret watching alone. If anyone's new out there, please consider hitting that like and subscribe button so this video gets recommended to others. And with that out of the way, let's jump right into it.
Stanley Mayer, aka the guy who created the water-powered car.
He has developed what's called a water fuel cell. It has taken the place of his old gas tank. The water fuel cell breaks down water molecules into oxygen and hydrogen. The hydrogen is used to run his dune buggy.
I don't care if you use rainwater, well water, city water, ocean water. If you don't have any fresh water, go ahead and use snow. If you don't have any snow available to you, then use salt water because there's no adverse effect to the fuel cell.
Meyer started working on this project 4 years ago. He's not a scientist. He isn't even a chemist. In fact, he never graduated from college. Myers was determined, he says, to design something to protect this country from oil embargoes.
So around 1973, there was like a little bit of an issue with the United States and other countries, specifically the Middle East. And we already know the Middle East has a lot of oil. So the U.S. stopped getting provided oil. So there was kind of a bit of an oil crisis. The gas prices were going up. So what he decided to do was, you know what? Since this is happening, let's make this water power car. So it's like a big fuck you, like, oh, we don't even need oil. When he first started creating the invention, it was crazy. He was all over the news.
An age-old dream becoming a reality. A local inventor has discovered a way, hear this, to use water to run your car.
It's a major breakthrough that will no doubt make motorists happy. And as Ralph Robinson explains, the Pentagon is also showing lots of interest in this project.
The Pentagon?
He ended up getting a lot of investors, a lot of people joining along on the project. But then in 1996, people started questioning his invention. So like all the investors were basically saying, how come there's been no advancements in the project? You basically just created the car. Now what? When is this going to become mainstream, you know, to the point where it's like we start making money off of it? And even like scientists were trying to test the vehicle, but he was trying to say like, nah, nobody could test the vehicle.
Dude,
so
why though?
This is where like the whole conspiracy side comes, you know, because some people say that he was trying to protect his invention from the world, from the big companies. Other people are saying that maybe he was just a big fraud who was trying to get a bunch of money, but it was just because there was no actual like concrete evidence of it working.
Yeah,
like at all.
But you said there's videos.
There were just videos of the car moving, but we don't actually know if the car was fully powered off of water.
Okay, I see what you're saying.
He ended up getting a lot of lawsuits filed against him. He got sued. And then on March 21st, 1998, he ended up going to a little diner with his brother and two Belgian investors. Closer to the end of the meal, he ended up ordering cranberry juice. That's when he took a sip of this cranberry juice. He put it down. He went like this, and he's like, they poisoned me. And then he ended up dropping dead.
What the?
That's when the conspiracy started, saying that maybe the reason why he died was because he had actually proven something. He had actually made a water-powered car.
And big companies didn't want that to happen.
So it's like, did he discover it, or was he just bullshitting? Because, bro, low-key, I might be a little bit of a skeptic, but what if the actual thing is that all these big investors were tight that he scammed them, so they put a hit on him?
So this man either cracked free energy or was running one of the longest cons in all of the 90s. What do you think, guys? Drop your comments down below.
Fool, does this story confirm that the U.S. is working with some aliens, aka demons? So according to some Venezuelan guards, they said that U.S. had some unknown technology. They said the U.S. military, when they invaded Venezuela, they had some shit that they ain't never seen before, they ain't never built before, ain't never heard of before. They labeled it as unknown technology. And you already know for years, people been saying this shit. They said all their radar systems shut down like that. Power out. Then they was talking about some drones that the U.S. used. Then they said something else was deployed. Not a weapon you can see, but a weapon you can feel. They described it as an intense sound wave. They said it was so powerful that it felt like their head was finna explode from the inside. Then they said some men was bleeding from their nose, some was vomiting, and then a lot was collapsing. And when they fell, they couldn't get up. We fall down, but we get up. But they couldn't get up though. They said it was about 20 U.S. soldiers that overwhelmed hundreds of them.
Wow.
So I just want to know, What the hell do the U.S. got up their sleeve?
So, no smoke, no fire, just your head screaming at you. That's not a weapon. That's psychological warfare.
Y'all not ready to talk about this. Y'all are not ready to talk about this. Oh my God, y'all.
Let's hear it.
We have been finding out everything we have been told has been a literal lie. Before you even come in here and dismiss this and comment, just think about that. Think about that. Everything you have been told is a lie. Why would this be so far-fetched? Why would this be so far-fetched? Why wouldn't these people want to hold secrets against you? What did you do? What kind of secret society are you in? Why are you co-conspiring with our government and agreeing to what they're basically brainwashing you to believe? Look at this. Hold on, y'all. So we would be in here, right? And these would be the other domes outside of this. Now, check this out. You see, you don't have to believe us anymore because even nature agrees with us, y'all. We just know. We just have a sixth sense, whatever you want to call it. But look at the reflections, y'all. Look at this. Look at this. These are the other worlds. Y'all see that? These are the other worlds. Look at that. These are the other worlds. Y'all see what the sun has been doing? Here go another picture. Look at the other domes, right? That's why they say don't look up. Listen, y'all. This is literally the convergence of the spheres. This is the convergence of the spheres. The Phoenix event is about to take place. These things look like giant Dragon Balls, y'all. Do you guys see that? This right here is when Moana 2 says, get ready to meet your extended family. We about to meet our family, y'all. Because with all this energy that's winding up right now, you cannot tell me that y'all don't feel something big is coming and then the sky is reflecting this. But I've been telling y'all, man, the shift is here. Let me know what you guys think about this video. Let's continue to get it. Peace in.
Bro saw his first lens effect and declared war on astronomy. My guy, it's called a sundog. They teach us this in like grade school.
For those of you that are unaware, if you have a smart TV and that TV has a camera on it, the TV is spying on you. What you're about to see on here, this TCL Roku TV, is the same process for any other brand. Pay attention, share this video, watch until the end, comment below, share this video with someone you love, care, and respect. This woman shows you what to do so your smart TV doesn't spy on you.
Yes, your smart TV is spying on you. This is how you stop it. Go to home and find your settings. Then you want to scroll down to privacy. Because I don't know about you, but my TV faces my bed, so that is private. Go over to advertising and you want to click on personalizing ads, because this setting is designed to personalize ads that are tailored to you. But in order to tailor it to you, they have to track you and see exactly what it is that you like. So uncheck that. Go back and go down to voice. Go up to microphone and you want to uncheck this. It tells you right here that a third party will access your microphone for your TV. Uncheck that. Then head on back to the smart TV experience. This is the kicker. Uncheck this because it's telling you that it's using your content from your TV's antenna and all of your connected devices to suggest streaming content and personalized ads. What? Listen, Roku shares your information for ad and measurement purposes. No. Uncheck that. There you go. You just dumbed down your TV.
Crazy.
You're welcome.
Kind of crazy how privacy is always hidden 4 menus deep. Nothing creepy here, guys. Just your own TV building a psychological profile on you.
A new app called Are You Dead has topped the charts in China, becoming the most downloaded paid app in the country. Concept is super simple. You basically click this large button in the app every 2 days to confirm that you are in fact alive, and if you don't, it automatically contacts your appointed emergency contact, letting them know you may be in trouble. It came out in May of last year, but its popularity is absolutely skyrocketing because so many young people in China are living alone. The Global Times reported that according to research institutions, by 2030, China could have over 200 million single-person homes. And it is these single people that the app targets, making sure they have a safety net. Are You Dead says that it is a safety company companion, whether you're a solo office worker, a student living away from home, or anyone choosing a solitary lifestyle. Users on social media note that the app is also great for people struggling with depression or mental health who need to be checked up on frequently. What do you guys think? Is this too gruesome, or would you be downloading it?
This is less mental health and more roll call for the living. Nothing says modern day society quite like an app asking if you're still alive.
Do you want something? Go away.
Go away? What do you need?
Leave me alone.
So the internet sleuths have dug up an old CIA documentary, and Erica Kirk is in it. Check this out.
What?
Check.
We have 5 major threats that make our grid extremely vulnerable that we've presented to congressional officials. 1 being cyber, 2 being hackers, 3 being physical threats, 4th one is solar EMP, and the 5th one is man-made EMP. So the concern that we have is that we put out this critical information, and when we go over this risk analysis, they hear what we're saying, but they don't want to take action.
Okay, so apparently this clip is from a documentary called Black Start USA, and Erica Kirk, née Francevy, appears as a presenter or briefer on a topic of electromagnetic pulse, EMP threats, and vulnerabilities in the US power grid. She is shown briefing or addressing a group of national security professionals, experts, and figures, including former CIA Director James Woolsey. The footage depicts her delivering information about potential EMP attacks which could originate from high-altitude detonations or other means, and the risk of the coordinated physical attacks that could lead to widespread blackouts or grid failure. This is framed in the context of discussing Black Start protocols, the untested procedures for starting the power grid after a major disruption.
Wow. I'm so confused. Wasn't she a bikini model? I feel like Candace Owens is about to have a field day with this one.
Actors that were trying to tell us something.
I did, whenever you do a film like this where you fight Satan or the devil, you have to prepare yourself the right way. And so I did research in satanic kind of cults and stuff like that. You know, as a matter of fact, in Los Angeles right now, there's like 50,000 devil worshippers. And that's not even that's not even including the agents.
Yeah.
But let me
Our crowd was too busy cheering satanic worship to hear the joke.
Seriously.
It takes a lot of research and
The movie Arnold is referencing is called End of Days and came out in 1999, and I have to get around to watching it because I'm sure it's filled with symbolism as well. This particular scene happens to depict the man downstairs in his final form. I mean, look at that. It should be of no surprise that this type of content was on Conan's late night show as well, considering I found a skit of him doing this.
An entire audience chanting along. You're going to hell when you die.
Some people would say these interviews and skits are just a weird, dark style of humor. Other people might say that they're hypothetically putting the truth right in front of our faces. Comment below, let me know, am I onto something or am I tripping? Wake up.
50,000 in LA alone is wild. And what are they all cheering for? Like, seriously, what a bunch of weirdos.
In my hand here, I got an EMF detector and an iPhone 16s. And what you're going to watch is going to shock you. So right now, I put it up to my cell phone, and you can see maybe there's 2 or 3, but watch this. If I pull it away, and I get it up off my countertop so it's not by my, it's 0. You guys see that?
Mm-hmm.
All along my cell phone. Okay, there's 2, 4. But for the most part, it's 0. Okay? Now watch what happens when I plug this thing in. I don't want to show you guys so you guys don't think I'm fibbing you. So I come over here. We're going to plug this thing in. Okay, we're charging.
Wow.
What in the hell is that, folks? I don't know. I assume the red, when it gets into the extreme, is really, really dangerous and really bad for you.
Wow.
504? 530 something? That's crazy. And look at how far away. So that's how far you got to get away from your phone before it gets in the safe zone. Wow. So if you were anywhere within 6 or 7 inches of your phone, the closer you get, you hold it in your hand while it's charging, I would assume you're literally nuking your hand. You guys tell me what you think. Oh, now let's try it with the other iPhone. Okay. Okay, so that was with the iPhone 16s. In my hand, I'm filming with the iPhone, I think 13 or 12. All right, so now we're about to try the iPhone. All right, so let's do the iPhone now. We're done there dropping. So we got the standard iPhone. I got to get up away from stuff. So yeah, if you see back here, it's a 0. So I move it all along here. It's a 1, 0. Okay. Now let's plug it in. Let's see what we're getting. Wow, 518. Are you seeing that?
Crazy.
What the hell is going on here? Oh yeah, there it is again. 528 was the peak. What are they doing to us, folks? What the hell is going on? What do you guys think this means? Is this bad?
Oh, that's no cellular device. That's a countertop appliance. Congrats. Your outlet just turned your iPhone into a microwave on low.
Okay, this is Men in Black. This was obviously hidden in plain sight. So look right here. You're going to see a plane. That's a plane. There's the Twin Towers.
In the exact same spot, 2 smokestacks. You cannot tell me that's a coincidence.
One of the most beautiful places in the world right now is completely on fire, and it feels like something oddly suspicious is going on. Many citizens of Argentina are actually blaming this on Israeli tourists. Now, before you go running to the comments, just take a look at what they're saying on the local news.
Y acá lo que pasa es que están queriendo venderle la Patagonia a todos los judíos, loco. Esto se sabe hace un montón. Acá todo el mundo lo sabe, está lleno de israelitas, está todo el mundo comprando la tierra. Nadie hace nada y la única gente que pone el pecho es la gente que perdió todo. Acá nos dejaron solos.
Estamos sorprendidos de que nos prendan fuego a la Patagonia. Sabemos que es a propósito. Lo tenemos recontra en claro que hay poderes que están del lado, tienen un interés inmobiliario, tienen interés minero, y es algo que ya últimamente lo hacen en nuestra cara y ni siquiera lo disimulan. No tienen nada, o sea, no lo disimulan porque tienen todo de su lado.
Well, why would they say all this, and why now? Well, when the president of Argentina took office in 2023, his government repealed and weakened land protection laws. This included long-standing rules that restricted what could happen to land after a wildfire. And those rules existed for obvious reasons. I mean, Patagonia is incredibly beautiful, and protections were meant to prevent people from intentionally destroying the land just to buy it cheaper. Around the same time, he also repealed another law that limited how much land foreigners could buy in Argentina. There used to be a cap, and now there isn't. Argentina also has a huge Jewish community, and their president, Javier Milei, is openly very pro-Israel. He's made it apparent publicly and politically. He actually won the Genesis Prize, and this is often referred to as the Jewish Nobel Prize. So now a lot of this gorgeous land, especially in Patagonia, could potentially be sold for very cheap since these fires are insane right now, and Argentinians are very outraged, and they feel like they can't do much about it, and they're asking why no one's really talking about it.
So I guess the new real estate meta is burn first, bid later. Remember, guys, nothing lowers property values faster than arson and vibes.
So does the U.S. Postal Service know something that we don't? And why do I say that? Because they issued a letter to both their employees and contractors, a letter that they have not given out since the pandemic. You heard what I said. The letter that they issued to both their employees and their contractors is a letter that they provided back in 2020 for the COVID pandemic. And the letter that I'm referring to is right behind me. It was issued to its postal employees and contractors on January 5th of 2026. The subject line reads, "Postal employees continue to provide essential services." And remember, the key word is essential. The letter also states inside that during large-scale emergencies, epidemics, emergencies, or even civil unrest, states and localities may issue curfew warnings and other directives such as restricted travel. So basically what the letter is saying, that if anything like that occurs, postal services are governed by federal law. So therefore, that places them in the essential category. And what's weird about it, the letter goes on to state, even though it's dated this year, that employees and contractors should carry this letter with them to and from work and as they work. And it also states that it's critical that all postal employees and its contractors carry their identification at all times. And it also goes on to tell them that if they encounter anyone, such as law enforcement, that stops them while they are traveling, they are to present this letter to them. So the question we need to be asking is what is actually going on, or is possibly going to allegedly be happening, that this letter was issued with this year's date back on January 5th. Now, I know people will say, well, that's a standard issued letter. Okay, so if it's a bulletin, then it's a bulletin that they will just have, and in the event of something happening, they'll just have to get a copy of it. Am I correct? But why reissue it in the year 2026? So once again, the terms travel restrictions and essential employees are back in the year 2026. So once again, I guess my question to you is, what is going on, or what is about to occur? And if anyone out there is an employee of this right here, hit us up in the comments and let us know if you received that letter and why you received that letter, so we can get some clarification. I will leave it on this note. Hit me up in the comments, and as always, I'd love to hear from you. Here's a copy of the letter. I'm going to put it on the screen so you can screen grab it and read it for yourself.
Yeah, always a good sign when they reissue emergency instructions just in case. I guess if society collapses, the junk mail lives on.
Nice, straight up. Oh. All right, ready? 1, 2, 3. Oh, I can get it. Twist it. Woo! Happy New Year! Happy New Year.
What is it?
No, it did work, but we just haven't. That has not. I twisted it. That has not worked. That's my dad's snow globe. Like, we designated that to, like, be my dad.
Crazy.
Oh my God. What the?
That's one hell of a New Year's Eve message. That's either the sweetest coincidence I think I've ever seen, or someone just clocked in from the afterlife.
So you want to see proof that you don't know what's real and you haven't for a long time? And you've been getting fooled by fake videos for far longer than you're aware of.
Furlough there when COVID hit in March.
So first I want you to look at how many views in 4 years ago.
It's a lot.
August 14th.
Now look up here. Watch his foot.
I believe I got hired. Yes.
Watch the foot.
August 14th, correct? I believe.
So this was something that was a big deal on mainstream news, the Kyle Rittenhouse trial. Look at his foot. Was the Kyle Rittenhouse trial a big deal? Yes, the Kyle Rittenhouse trial was a major national and political event that captured America's attention. Like, look at this. This is the original video. And if you watch the rest of the video, then yeah, it looks real and believable. AI was created and perfected a long time ago. They've been using it on us for major news. And a lot of you still just can't grasp the fact that everything they're showing us currently is not real and not happening. And the saddest part about this is that most people are gonna look at something like this and be like, what do you mean? It's obviously real. But like, yeah, no shit, that's the whole point. And how do they inform the other elites in the world and the world leaders without actually telling them? Just like that. The only reason why bad AI videos exist, like videos you can clearly tell that it's AI, is to make you think that AI is still detectable. The bad AI, the stuff that we have access to, masks the real AI.
Yeah, or, hear me out, it's just a glitchy edit. Nothing says hidden truth like a compression artifact. I don't know what that is, but that doesn't look good. If any of you guys know what it is, drop it down below, guys. Some type of gas, I'm guessing. Yikes.
What if I told you that the shadow you see in your peripheral is actually real? A man named Nate explains it just recently. He started seeing shadow people from the corner of his eye. And that one night, while fast asleep in his upstairs bedroom, he had a dream where he followed a shadow figure downstairs. Then it began pointing towards the basement. He suddenly woke up and realized he was sleepwalking, standing in the same place where he was in the dream. Then later in the morning, while he's in the living room, he noticed something speaking from the basement. And as he begins to document what he saw, he captures this.
Right out. From the basement. I wanted to see if we can catch it. The end of it. But it was like right by the bed. What the fuck? This has been the third morning in a row. Like clockwork. I might have to look back, but it might be around the same times as well. I don't understand. There's nothing. And then I was hearing steps coming down those stairs, but there's nothing. Guys. I don't know, guys. Maybe we just got here. What? What's that?
He hears something knocking on the wall. Then, as he gets closer towards the basement, he hears it. A disembodied whisper just where the shadow figure was standing from his dream. The voices are mostly inaudible, but if you listen closely, one almost sounds like it's saying, "You're okay with me, then you'll die." The room next to the basement stairs falls as the voices continue, but Nate stops recording. Could this be the same figure he saw in his dream, pointing towards the basement, waiting him to go down there for whatever reason? Let me know what you believe.
So this right here is exactly how anxiety edits reality. When your brain decides everything is a threat, fear fills in the gaps real fast. So that's all I got for this one, guys. Leave us a comment. Let us know your thoughts. Smash that like and subscribe button. Fam, we are so close to our 100K goal. Go subscribe. Check out our Instagram. Our members group is open. Come join, and we'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.